Hey, what's up, guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you my first week team builder and battle for APA Academy against FlameHorizon. It's pretty cool that we're able to finally get this league started off. We drafted an initial team, and then the post home was announced, so we figured we would wait and just wait until that was officially released, which I think made a lot of sense. Wasn't a point playing in a pre-home meta, and didn't seem that logical. So I'm glad we waited, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys all the mons that I have. You guys already saw my team overcap video earlier, so you guys know I have a lot of heat on this team, and hopefully I'm going to be delivering in the next couple weeks. So again, make sure you check out FlameHorizon's channel. He posts some pretty good content on his side. So looking at this matchup, honestly, I'm not worried. And I don't know, it's kind of rude to say, I suppose, but I just feel like my matchup is super great. So his best two mons are Lapras, Gmax, and Corviknight. And I have Zeraora plus Rotom Frost. I have dual electrics to deal with Lapras and Corviknight. And I also have, what's my Colossal Gmax to take on Corviknight as well. So Corviknight is heavily pressured this game. Lapras has to deal with two electric types. Gastrodon is a pretty decent counter. Roserade can do a lot of damage to it. So I do have a lot of responses to his top two mons. And other than that, and like these gonna bring those two. Everything else I'm not too worried about. Gudra's probably gonna come just because it's pretty decent. Tyranitar's gonna come. I believe that's definitely another tier 1. Probably one of the lesser tier ones, I would say. It's kind of hard to set up, and I don't know how much it actually meshes that well with the team, but T-Tar probably comes. It's good to handle like Dragapult. Charizard maybe comes as like heavy duty boots. I do have two electric types, so that might be problematic, but I think he needs something fast because I do have Dragapult and Zeraora on this team, obviously, something super fast. So I think he might want to bring some Choice Scarfer. Could be Charizard. His options would be like Persian, which I'm not considering like even at all in team building. Raichu, which is a little bit better, but I mean, I have so many ways to shut it down. I mean, I do have triple ground types, so it's pretty hard to bring Raichu. And I guess Alsolgar just naturally outspeed Dragapult and Zeraora, so you might bring that instead of like a Scarf Charizard. And the last slot is probably going to be Rhydon for a Colossal answer, if I do bring it. He has Aromatisse left. He could bring it for Dragapult, but I feel like I have a lot of pressure for it, like Obsidian does a crap ton with Facade. Zeraora physically can handle it. And Delmise, I don't know if you would expect me to bring Spikes or not in this matchup. I feel like Roserade is a pretty tough bring just because he has stuff like Charizard, he has Raichu that adds speeds, he has Gudra that takes it on no problem, Corviknight takes it on no problem. So Roserade seems like a pretty hard bring, so I doubt that he would expect me to bring Spikes unless I'm Spikes Colossal or something. So looking into this as well, his ice resists are nothing besides the Lapras. So I plan to spam the heck out of Mamoswine and maybe even bring Rotom Frost potentially to this game. The only way to counter the ice moves are the Lapras, because even Corviknight could get 2 KO'd by Mamoswine. Probably not, but I also have the chance to flinch as he tries to go for Roost and such. And if he tries to attack me, then I probably kill in return. But Lapras is the only mon that can handle ice-type moves. And I have Gastrodon to handle that. Once he Mega Evolves, he's not going to be able to do much to a Gastrodon, unless if he's a Gmax moves Solar Beam, whatever that would be. It's not Z move, Z Solar Beam, but I do have to play around that. Electrics again go wild in this matchup because his best two mons are Lapras and Corviknight. And the things that would stop electric types in this team, like Gudra, Zeraora has Play Rough and Outrage for it, and Rotom Frost is obviously Ice type. And for Rhydon, Zeraora has Close Combat, Grass Knot, and Rotom Frost is an Ice type. So, and Raichu doesn't take hits. Honestly, I feel like I could have brought any of the 11 mons on my team, and I feel like they would have done pretty well. Roserade might have been shut down a little bit, and I feel like he has a couple responses to Togekiss pretty well, but outside of that, like even I think Crabaran could have done pretty well in this matchup. So let's get right into the team. The first one I'm bringing Twice Band and Mamoswine. I considered a Metronome on the set just so I could just continuously Icicle Crash. And if he brings Corviknight as his answer to an Icicle Crash and he just tries to roost up on it, seeing how much damage it does initially, which would be like probably like 30-35%, he could like roost and outstall me potentially. But I'll be getting stronger and stronger Icicle Crashes, and it'll be pretty hard for him to switch in at that point. So I like the potential of that, but just Icicle Crash just hits super hard everything on the team, except for the Lapras. So I have superpower for that. Earthquake, I guess, for the T-Tar or the... actually, no, Raichu probably dies to an Icicle Crash anyway. Ice Shard does like... I think like 80% to Goodra, because I don't have a lot of speed, so if the Goodra is speedy, then it might be a little problematic. But I do have a lot of bulk, so I should be able to take hits pretty well. And I am Thick Threat, so I guess that'll be nice for the Charizard if he brings it, or any Z or G-Max Ice moves from the Lapras. Next mon I'm bringing is the Colossal G-Max. This seems like a pretty cool mon. I like the G-Max mons. I want to try to bring it as much as possible. Just, I mean, the theory of a team's broken if I have double the amount of HP and like pretty strong moves to boot with it. Stealth Rocks to get them up as soon as possible allows me to potentially 2 KO Corviknight after Rocks with Icicle Crash from Mamoswine. Stone Edge, Body Press, and Solar Beam. So all these moves are basically in anticipation to when I G-Max. Solar Beam actually 2 KOs the Rhydon, which I suspect for him to be the primary switch-in the Colossal. And I do have a crap ton of speed, so unless if he's like max speed, then I will be outspeeding the Rhydon. And if he goes for an Earthquake on me, it wouldn't kill anyway, but with the Grassy Terrain up after Solar Beam, it's doing like 30-35% to me, and I'm healing HP. And I do 2 KO even after the Grassy Terrain activates for the Rhydon. Body Press does like 80% or so to a Tyranitar, a lot of damage. If he's like max HP, which I would expect he probably would be to try to take on the Dragapult better. And Stone Edge just for general utility, does a lot of damage to Lapras if Lapras is like max HP, max special attack, which I would suspect. Then the G-Max Stone Edge does a little under half, so definitely a lot of damage there. And Stone Edge allows me to activate my G-Max move, whatever that is. Next Pokemon is Zeraora. Don't have much speed on it. I outspeed Charizard. I don't even bother outspeed the Raichu. It's not going to do anything to me. I guess Psychic would do a little bit, but I also have a lot of HP, so I'm not worried. Persian, don't care. And I don't outspeed a Selgor anyway. Volt Switch for Momentum. He could go in a Rhydon, but I actually don't have much for a Rhydon. I guess I can knock off, but I do have a lot of responses anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Like Gastrodon takes it on pretty well. Play Rough hits the Goodra for like, if he's max HP, I think I do like 80% minimum to Goodra, so I do a lot of damage. He'd have to be like physically defensive to take it on pretty well. Knockoff is mainly there for the Dhelmise. The next Pokemon I have is the Gastrodon. Gastrodon is my Lapras answer. I mean, he probably has Freeze Dry when he's out of the Gigantamax form, but while he's in Gigantamax form, Max Hail or Max Ice move, whatever, does about 35% to me. And then I could Protect to try to scat out if he's the G-Max Grass move. And then at that point, I can make whatever read I want. If I predict him to go for the Grass move or go for an Ice move or a Water type move, I have switches for all three of those. Scald, really the only offensive move I felt like I needed. His resist would be the Dhelmise, and if it gets burned, it's pretty unfortunate. And I have switch-ins to Dhelmise. Mon you'll see next, Zeraora can kind of take it on. Colossal really doesn't bother with it. And Protect again to make sure I scat out if he's a G-Max Grass move with the Lapras. And another thing with Gastrodon, it takes the defensive estimate allows it to take 2 crunches from Max Attack Adamant Tyranitar. So that's pretty clutch. I should be able to beat a 1v1, especially with Protect. Next Pokemon is Dragapult. I did throw enough speed to outspeed the Raichu to get up a sub on it, just in case he's like Thunder Wave shenanigans or whatever. Don't outspeed the Persian. Again, don't care, because it's not going to come. Sub Hex. It's a pretty cool set with a Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp plus Hex is going to be doing a lot of damage to mons. And I guess if he brings the Persian, it doesn't hit it, but don't care, it's not going to come. And Disable's pretty cool because of the Aromatease is like Wish Protect, Moon Blast, Heal Bell, Nasty Plot, whatever. I could disable the Moon Blast, and then he can't really do anything to me, and I could sit behind a sub and fire off pretty strong hexes, because I am max special attack. And the last Pokemon I have, again, I felt like I really could have brought pretty much anything this game, but I feel like another electric type to handle the Lapras and the Corviknight is really nice. And the answers to electric types again for his team are Goodra, which gets bought by Blizzard, Delmice gets bought by Blizzard, and Rhydon, which gets bought by Blizzard. So it's pretty tough for him to handle the electric plus ice coverage. So that's the two moves that I ran there. Defog, just in case he's like Toxic Spikes Excelgor or just Spikes Excelgor, just get those out of the way because my team is pretty grounded. And Pain Split just to get some HP recovery. I do have heavy duty boots in case he does get Stealth Rocks up. So that's my team. Let's get right into the game. All right, here we are for the battle. Sorry, it took a little bit to get this battle situated, but I think we're all good. We can see from my opponent's team, it's Lapras, Rhydon, Aromatisse, Excelgor, Corviknight, and Goodra. Let me type that down. Okay. I think we're good to go. Alright, so leading off with my Colossal is going to be the game plan. I really like a lot of the matchups I have versus a lot of things. So let's see, who is this? Petra. We got a Excelgor. I'm sure he's going to just stay in and get spikes up. I guess I guess no reason for me not to just Stone Edge and actually I could just Dynamax right here and just go for Stone Edge versus letting him get up 2 spikes. 2 spikes aren't going to make that big of a deal. I'm going to get up my rocks now. This Excelgor shouldn't be able to do anything to me. U-turn. I believe I'm Flame Body. Let's see. Look at the calc. Yeah, this calcing's going to be different with Ooh, Rhydon. Okay, nice. Now I do have I am max speed. How much is Earthquake gonna go? Earthquake would do a lot. It doesn't kill if I'm adamant. So I think it's worth going for the max overgrowth here on this Rhydon. That's the purpose of it. And if he gets rocks up here, then I kill and just have a healthy Colossal. But yeah, I mean the purpose of it is to get rocks up and then hopefully get a kill on something. So it'd be perfect to take out this Rhydon. And if I can, I mean I am chipping down this Rhydon a ton because I am landing this hit here. He's not going to be faster. Max Overgrowth should be doing a lot of damage. Let's see how much it does if he's more specially defensive. It looks like he's more specially defensive. That did like 60%. But the Grassy Train's going to be up, so Earthquake is not doing as much. Let's see, Stone It. Oh, he misses. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that stinks. Yeah, he's more like a special defensive set. What would be a switch in? I mean, there's no reason for me not to just go for Max Overgrow again. He could go into Goodra, I guess. But then I go for a rock move on a following turn. And that should be dealing pretty decent damage. Yeah, that stinks. It looks like it's more special defensive right on. Okay, so I just kill. I'm sure he thought that he could take on this Colossal with a Rhydon, but nope, not with Z Solar Beam. And it might actually beat these. Actually, it probably doesn't matter if I go for a Z Fire here. Alright, Goodra comes in. Can't be doing that much to me. I believe I just stay in and go. Let's see, Goodra, like max HP. Max Rockfall would do like 50%. He's gonna outspeed, but sure he can't kill me with anything. So yeah, I'm definitely okay with getting a lot of chip on his mons. Surf will do a lot. Let's see, that does like 220 damage. It's like 2/3. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage there. Looks like he's not a max attack, but his Surf did a lot of damage. So it looks like it's an offensive Goodra. Do I want to switch out at this point? I think I'm pretty fine going into my Rotom Frost. I don't believe he should be able to. He shouldn't be able to kill me. I guess if he goes for Draco, that's gonna be doing a lot of damage. But I do want to save the Mon if possible, and I believe he's gonna just go for a Surf. So let's see. Surf. Yep. Is this potentially Choice Specs? No. So that does like. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Max Rockfall too. So that's gonna kill the Goodra there. Oh man, yeah, Colossal definitely putting in the work for sure. So I guess Z Rock kills, or not Z, like Gigantamax Rock kills the Goodra. Yeah, I honestly didn't even know that it was gonna stay after I died. So that's pretty clutch. A Selgor. Let's see. I mean, I should be living this hit. Bug Buzz. Doesn't do that much to me. It's saying I'm Dynamax? Oh, that's why. He shouldn't. I mean, if he's modest, he could kill. But I believe I just stay in and Blizzard. If he's Focus Blast, then he'll kill. Yeah, Bug Buzz shouldn't kill. Unless he's Life Orb. He is not Life Orb. And I land the Blizzard. Okay. Unless this is Selgor's a lot of bulk, it should die, and it does. Okay. Rotom kills Exceligor with Blizzard. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. The Goodra's down. The Selgor's down, and the Rhydon is down. Yeah, so it's 6-3, looking pretty at this point, and still have a lot of decent threats available. I mean, Rotom just handles these last three pretty well, and I probably outspeed all of them, so I could get up a Pain Split. Now this goes for Nasty Plot. Am I worried about that? A little bit. If it has grass coverage, I'm honestly not even sure. But I should be able to Pain Split up. I know this gets Nasty Plot. I don't believe this gets Pain Split. So I'm not too worried about that. And recover a decent amount of HP. I like to look at that. And this Moonblast goes off and does 50-ish or so damage. Oh man, yeah, the rock is still going off. Let's see, Aromatisse, Moonblast. I'm pretty decent on time right now. Did like 50 or so damage. It looks like it's not a special attack invested. I'm gonna just go for the Volt Switch here. I honestly don't even know if the rock move's gonna still stay for one more turn. It should, and this might put it in range of that. So Volt Switch obviously looks pretty bulky. He's gonna go for Moonblast again. My Zeraora should take it on pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with this. Zeraora to Lapras. G-Maxed. I mean, I still do a crap ton of damage with Plasma Fist. I do over half. Yeah, so I'm going to just go for the Plasma Fist and kill. Don't have to overthink it. I could Volt Switch out on the Lapras. I think he's going to go for a Z Water or even the Z Ice and get the what's it called? The Aurora Veil up on me. But I think I'm pretty free to go Volt Switch into Gastrodon, and then at that point I could go, because I'm predicting he's going to be a grass move on this Lapras, and if he sees leftovers, so actually, I mean, yeah, no, I'm gonna Volt Switch out to be safe. Plasma Fits would basically put it in range, but I'm gonna try to preserve as much differential as possible. And the Zeraora is obviously gonna be super nice for the Corviknight, unless the Corviknight's like an agility, weakness policy, power trip set, then that might be a little problematic. But the Lapras looks pretty cool with the Gigantamaxing up. It's pretty neat that we have these Pokemon in there, and that did obviously absolutely nothing because it's a bulky Lapras. So going into Gastrodon here, if he goes for the grass move, so be it. I'd be impressed if he did. G's Max Resonant, so I should be taking 2 of these. Yeah, I do. Oh, that looks pretty sweet. And now he has Aurora Veil up. I still take this on pretty well. Just debating about whether I go. I think I am going to make the play and go into Dragapult. Because at worst, I just protect on the following turn with Gastrodon. Yeah, let's make the play. Why not? I'm in pretty decent position, so if it's going for a grass move, then I'll be able to take with my Dragapult. Let's see what he goes for. He just goes for the G-Max Resonance again. Okay. So he takes out my Dragapult. There you go, my number 1 overall pick. Doing nothing in this game. Quite unfortunate, but I think I'll manage. I can go into Moist, the Gastrodon. Yeah, I thought he was definitely going to go for the Z grass move or something to hit my Gastrodon. But nope, I'm going to stay in and protect. So I don't think you should be doing too much to me, and just in case like he crits, that wouldn't be great. So I'm going to protect and then go for the recover on the following turn. It should be fine. I guess he could be freeze dry. Maybe I should recover there if he was freeze dry. Does last person get freeze dry? Let's see. To double check. Does get freeze dry. So freeze dry will kill, I'm sure. No, it's not gonna kill. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, it's definitely gonna kill. Yeah, Let's go into... We'll go in a Mammoth Swine here. It's not gonna go for the water move. At worst, you go for freeze dry, as I was saying before, and I should take that pretty easily. Yeah, freeze dry. Shouldn't do anything. If it freezes, it'd be unfortunate. Still does a decent amount of damage, but it's at 37 damage. So Mammoth Swine. Yeah, it's probably a modest set and maybe got a low roll. Superpower's gonna kill. And I know he cannot be Choppel, so yep, choice banded. Get out of here. And we'll see what the yeah, even with Aurora Veil up, that was gonna kill. I wasn't worried about that for sure. And see what this Corviknight does. It shouldn't be doing that much. I feel like I'm not gonna stay in. I could go Moist. Heavy Slam might be doing some decent damage. I think Moist is a pretty safe switch in. If he starts bulking up, that could be a little problematic. But again, I do have Rotom Frost, so not going to be the end of the world. Goes for the Brave Bird. I'm surprised about that because I had 2 electric switch-ins. And does decent amount of damage. Like 70 damage to this Gastrodon. I mean, I'm not that bulky. Corviknight. Brave Bird. Yeah, it just does decent damage. I'm gonna protect. I mean, I do have 2 electric types, so I'm in pretty good shape. But again, it's just making sure that I keep as much differential as possible in this. So, still a chance that he takes me out here. So I'm gonna have to switch out into. I believe my Zeraora should be able to take hits pretty well. Brave Bird is not doing anything. So yeah, Zeraora can come in. And then I'm probably going to Volt Switch just to make sure if he's a Wakanberry that he just doesn't get a second cheeky kill or whatever. Brave Bird, yeah, and I shouldn't be doing much. 81. I could like actually pay attention to damage. Like 42 damage. So yeah, no attack. So I'm gonna just Volt Switch and go into my Rotom Frost here. And I should be able to kill with a Thunderbolt. Again, maybe he does have the Wakanberry and then tries to kill me off of Brave Bird. Does my Rotom even take a Brave Bird? Let's see. Brave Bird should be doing 30 to 34 damage. And I'm guessing, yeah, it is with Conberry. So again, he could have potentially killed me off, and he would have lived to hit. And I'm going to Volt Switch out into my Rotom Frost. I should be living this hit, and then I can kill with Thunderbolt. If he goes for the Roost here, then I can go for Pain Split, and that's not that problematic. Yep, goes for the Brave Bird, and should be doing... Alright, does like 30 damage. Yep, that's about what I would have expected. Alright, and I should get the last kill here with a Volt Switch coming off from this Rotom Frost. Let's see, and we do. Okay, so we secured a 5-0 win. I will definitely take it. I thought that Lapras was going to have some grass coverage to take on the Gastrodon. Sorry, to take on the Gastrodon while it was in Gigantamax form, but it did not. It just had Freeze Dry after it, after Gigantamax, so that's definitely fair. I could have protected and stayed in, or even like recovered, gone for a Toxic, and then gone from there, but I kind of really didn't have the greatest switch-ins at that point because the Rotom Frost was a little bit low, so I don't think I had many plays there, but good game, FlameHorizon. I felt like I had a pretty decent matchup with Corviknight against 2 Electrics. Is pretty tough. But you did, and even 2 Electrics against Lapras is also pretty tough for you, but you definitely did pretty well. So I'm glad I got the first win for week 1, and let's see if we can continue that for future weeks. But until next time, later, guys.